I want to get to the Pelicans, though, because, man, that's a team that had excitement and had a lot of disappointed fans yesterday when they announced that Zion will miss 6 to 8 weeks after getting surgery to address a meniscus tear in his right knee. Just to do the math for you, if he took the full 2 months, he wouldn't be making his NBA debut until the week before Christmas. So that's a while. There's still some uncertainty as to how and when Zion injured his knee. Earlier today, though, Pelicans GM David Griffin spoke about the injury to reporters. Take a listen.
You know, I've seen a lot of the narrative out there about him that this happened because he's not in shape and he's too big. That kid's a freak of nature. He's in elite condition, and he stays in elite condition. He also has a body type that we're learning how to deal with as a 19-year-old kid. As we've gone through this process for our medical team, learning how they're going to keep him lean and giving him the core strength and stability and control he needs. Typically, that means that you're going to do things to strengthen those areas. In this case, he gains muscle mass so fast and gains weight so fast. No one's ever dealt with anybody like him before. So he's 19. It's going to be a learning experience for all of us. But the notion that this happened somehow because Zion's in poor condition is just asinine.
Griff not holding back there at all. Do you agree with him that his weight isn't a problem?
Well, I don't think he was injured because he's out of shape. I think he's in great shape, but I think he's too big. I think 280, playing at 280, the style of play that he plays is entirely too big to sustain that for 82 games. This is what can happen to him. And this is what I suspected that would happen to him. If he was to have a longevity career, he's gonna have to drop down to 260, maybe even get into 250s. 280 is just too much
That's
weight.
substantial. You want him to drop 30 pounds?
I mean, 280, playing at 280 at his size, the way he plays the game, he has to get to 260.
Yeah, Griff is talking about a narrative, and he's right that part of the narrative is poor conditioning, but I think a lot of the people that he's addressing are just saying he's big. He's a big dude who jumps really high and dunks a lot and comes down hard a lot. And Griff himself said, you know, we're learning his body type. We're learning what it means to be that age, that vertical and that heavy, and we don't know.
So now he's out for, what, 6 to 8 weeks? He's really going to have to watch. He's going to have to be on a strict diet, you know, because he can't run.
Can't run around.
He can't do anything. So it's very pivotal for them to find out what it is they have to do to keep him underweight.
Tracy, you obviously had knee problems, and different. Every knee problem is different. But when you see a guy with knee problems like this now, do you feel like the Pelicans are smart to pull him back right away? They gave him an MRI without even really there being a problem. He just said he had knee soreness, and they're like, oh my God, put him in an MRI machine and take care of it. And they're keeping him out now for 6 to 8 weeks. They are being super careful.
They should. I mean, this kid is the future for this franchise.
Yeah.
You don't rush him back to get the 8th seed this year. You play the long game for sure.
Well, there's a couple other people watching, though, for Zion Williamson. The Pelicans are scheduled to be on ESPN and TNT a combined 9 times between now and Christmas Day. So just for all NBA fans, Zach, I don't think that some games are switchable toward the end of the season. I could be wrong. The NBA TV people will call me, but I don't think these are. I think you're going to see a lot of the Pelicans.
It stinks. It stinks.
We still got Lonzo,
but we got Lonzo Ball. I was going to say, I think they're still going to be fun to watch. They're going to play fast. They're going to run up and down. And let's hope they can just hang around, because if they get to March and April and they're 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, they're in it. I hope that they're a fun team to watch. The crowd, I hope, embraces their style of play, embraces their youth, and they have a crazy home court advantage. We want to make the playoffs in year 1 without Anthony Davis. That would be awesome if every Pelicans home game down the stretch was just must-watch, loud college atmosphere. That's what I want.
Here's what I know. These guys are going to be well coached. They're going to get up and down and play, and they're young. So if they come in and play every night, every team in NBA doesn't compete hard at a high level every night. Now, if Alvin Gentry could get these boys to compete at a high level every night, they'll give themselves a chance.
And they're deep. And if you want to run, you got to be deep. If you really want to run, you got to be deep.
They will be on television.
A lot.
So get behind Jrue Holiday, people. He is really fun to watch.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports analysis and highlights, download the ESPN app. And for live streaming and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.